Guys, I've been recording, or I've been talking for the past 20 minutes, but I forgot to press record. Embarrassing. But anyways, hey guys, welcome back to your girl's YouTube channel. If you are new here, please do subscribe, join the family, stay tuned for more content. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss when I post another video. And if you are a day one, an OG subby, thank you so much for tuning back in and for supporting me through this journey. It really means so much to me and I appreciate each and every one of you. So today we are doing a get to know me tag video. This really should have been my first video, but I just had so much content from Toronto that I wanted to get out of the way. But yeah, I put a question sticker on my Instagram and I got a couple of responses from you guys, so I'm just gonna answer those questions. I will say this, I thought the questions were gonna be really silly, but to my surprise these are some very deep questions, guys, like yo. But yeah, let's get into it. First question is, what inspired you to start a YouTube channel? So I will say this, I've always had a YouTube channel, but I just never posted it. So I've been always taking content of myself, you know, just talking to my phone. And yeah, I've never really posted because I always just used to overthink what if all the time. But I'm at a point in life, if you understand me or not, misunderstand me or not, me, I'm okay. Yeah, needless to say, I'm at a point in life where I am done overthinking and I'm just gonna do whatever makes me happy, and starting a YouTube channel is something I wanted to do for a long time. So 2023 November, September the 1st was the day where I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this. What impact do you hope to make? Oof, that's a big one. Hey, a lot of my content will mainly apply to young adults because I want this experience to be us, you and me, going through my journey in adulthood. And I want you guys to learn from some of the things that I did wrong that I wish I did better, and I just want us to grow together. Okay, the camera switched off. Anyways, next question. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? So when I saw this question, I had like a bittersweet reaction to it, because at that point I was kind of questioning, like, is this really what I want to do for the rest of my life? And just in a moment of confusion. But just to answer that question, in the next 5 years I see myself having a degree, having graduated, having a job, being employed, and just being able to sustain my own lifestyle, and hopefully having traveled, and if not, with plans of traveling, because yes, as I've mentioned before, that's one of the things I really would love to do. But the most important one of all is, I hope that I'm living in accordance to God's purpose for me on this earth, because I could tell you all my goals, all my hopes and dreams, but I just know that they're a fraction of the plans that God has in store for me. So yeah. What's your greatest achievement? So this is gonna sound like it's not an achievement to a lot of people, but my greatest achievement for this year, I have putting myself first. This year I have really put myself first and not compromised on my values. Also just did a lot of work on myself. You know, it's easy to think that you are the hurt one and other people are the villain, but it's so important to do the work and also work on yourself and be a better individual. Take accountability for some of the things that you've done in the past. And I'm someone who, like, I love so hard, and I always try and make sure that everyone around me is like good, you know, so I pour out a lot. One of my biggest weaknesses was like forgetting to fill my own cup, and you know, if you're giving on an empty cup, you're gonna crash. So I would say my greatest achievement for this year is I have really put myself first, and I've invested in this young lady right here, and come so far. Favorite childhood memory? Nothing comes to mind right now. I don't think I have one specific memory Any memory that involves me being with my family and me singing is like core memory, because yeah, those are two very important things in my life. What's one thing you love about yourself? Um, my heart. I'm such a lover, guys. Like, I love heart so hard, and that's one of the things I love about myself, because whatever I do in your life, just know it's coming from a pure place. So yeah. Someone said, please can we be your friends? Please. I don't know about that one. I think right now, as I've said before, I've been blessed with a really good circle where I'm at right now. And I've had issues in the past where people who I thought were my friends did me dirty. So I'm not looking for new friendships. If they do come up, I want it to be organic, but I don't mind being acquaintances with you. Yeah, and I also have a thing against guy friends. I don't know. I have my own guy friends, and these are people I trust with my life. But other guy friends who are new, it's going to take some time to build some trust, and I need to assess your intentions as well. What school are you at? I think someone also asked me, okay, which uni are you at? Someone asked me what I'm studying in uni. So a lot of you asked me what school I'm at and what I'm studying in uni. So I am at Thompson Rivers University in Kamloops, BC in Canada, and I am currently doing a bachelor's of computer science. Okay, I stopped recording. What are you most thankful for? Everything, man. Like, I don't take the life that I live for granted. I'm grateful for I'm thankful for my friends, my family, just every moment of my life. When you take a step back and you look, you're living in at least one answered prayer every day. So I'm super grateful. And on the bad days, I always know God doesn't give you something that you can't overcome. I'm thankful for my life right now, just everything in general. So thankful. Who is your boyfriend? Guys, I am single. I am single at the moment. Yeah. Do you have a crush on anyone? I do have a crush on this guy. I haven't really had crushes like this whole year, but like I had a crush on this one guy, and I've seen him this semester only. I've seen him twice. We have never talked, so he truly is a crush. I don't know if we're ever gonna talk, but yeah, that's the only person I've had a crush on this year. Next question. How did you learn to style hair and do your makeup? YouTube, TikTok are your best friends. And most importantly, practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect, guys. Like, my eyebrows were so scary back in the day. Okay? Just know whenever you see a finished product, there was always a starting point. And that starting point and that journey was very shaky. But over the years, I've learned the way that I want. I've understood my face, and I know how to make my makeup and my hair look good. I will be dropping some tutorials and things like that on this channel as well. So if you're into that kind of content, yeah, keep an eye out for that. What do you think about love? Oh my gosh, guys, I love love. I believe in love. And you know, this is from just a point of I grew up around a lot of love with my family, and I'm Christian. God is love. You know, the biggest example of love, his only son died on the cross for our sins. You know, if that's not love, I don't know what that is. Guys, this camera keeps switching off. Anyways, yes, I was saying I believe in love. I do. And I love love. Love, love, love. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. What's the best and worst part about moving to Canada? I'd say the best part about moving to Canada is I feel I've gotten a fresh start, especially like at uni. You have a fresh start to start again. Just the independency that you get, you're able to make your own decisions. Because as a teenager, you know, our parents make our decisions for us. But now you are able to do whatever you want and you don't have to answer to anyone. So I'd say that's the best part. And just the opportunities that I've seen here and the exposure I wish people back home or people who are not able to leave their home countries are able to see. Um, so yeah, I'll tell you those are the best part. That's the best part of it. The worst part is definitely leaving family and just leaving familiarity. So things that you know back home, the sports jam tree, karma, etc. And you're gonna be with your people. Whereas here you're treading in new territory, and it can be a bit lonely. I've been fortunate enough. I'm currently staying at a homestay, so I've been fortunate enough to come here and live in a family environment. So I have had that emotional support. But I do know for my peers, it is very lonely when you first come here and you're living by yourself, and you're having to do a lot of the things by yourself that your parents used to do for you back home. So I would say that's the worst part of it. Oh, and the weather. Kuchando, kuchando, guys. Winter is very brutal and depressing. I think we don't talk about that enough. The snow looks pretty on pictures, but sometimes in person, yeah, when you're walking to your bus, you really feel it. But overall, love it here. What's your favorite verse? Ooh, my favorite verse is. Hold on. My favorite verse is Isaiah 43, verse 2, and it says, when you pass through deep waters, I will be with you, and when you pass through rivers of difficulty, they will not sweep you over. When you walk through fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not consume you. I really love this verse because it's just very reassuring to me that even in the times where you feel like you're being burnt, you feel like you're alone, the current is stronger than you are, God has not forsaken you, and He never will, and those things will never have power over you. Why are you so pretty? Ask my mom a chat. God, dude. Dream vacation. Ooh, I have a vacation bucket list. And these dream vacations are based on the event. So I would love to go on a girls' trip in Mexico, or just a solo trip in Mexico. With my partner, I would really love to go to Santorini in Greece, or Bali, or the Maldives, and Jamaica. That's my bucket list. Yes. What do you consider your ideal man? Guys, I could make a separate video on this, but I think for me, the most important thing, firstly, is that you put God first and you have a relationship with God that you're actively seeking each and every day. I'm not saying it has to be perfect because I know mine isn't perfect, but at least if I'm with a man who's being led by God, I know that he's gonna know how to love me, right? And vice versa. I'm also doing the same, and working on my relationship with God. Someone who is a good person overall, pure heart, a hard worker, and someone who just is respectful in terms of how they speak their words, who uses their words wisely. And I really love soft-spoken guys, like guys who just talk to you in a very calm manner. Love that. And someone with integrity is very important for me. What else? Someone who's not selfish and not stingy. Yeah, I'd say that's my ideal man in a nutshell. But I'll do a separate video because I have a list. Okay, I just don't have the book with me now, but I pray about it all the time that the man who God has for me has those characteristics. Post your crush. Yeah, yeah. What do you look for in a man? That would go with the ideal man. But genuinely, I will say, I always check if your words match what you're saying. So I can tell when you're waffling, when you're lying to me, and when you just want something from me, rather than someone who's actually trying to build, something with you, and someone who's respectful of my values. If I tell you my boundaries and you try and push them, we're done. One thing you miss about home and one thing you don't miss about home. One thing I miss about home is family and friends. I'll say that. One thing I don't miss, the economy and the rate going up every day. I don't even know what it's at right now, but I don't miss that because it's very disheartening seeing my fellow Zimbabweans, you know, going through a lot. An unpopular opinion that will have you on the chopping block. I personally feel like concerts are overrated. Like I would rather watch it at home, like the performance. And hear me out. I mean, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna go. But I feel like even in terms of visuals, you know, choreography and all of that, there's certain angles that you're only gonna see it on the camera. Same thing. I feel like floor tickets are overrated. I prefer the ones at the back when you can see the screen and you can see everything that's happening. But yeah, just so that you can have a proper view of everything, that's why I would want to stay home so that I can fully appreciate the artistic thingamabobby behind it. So, yes. What school did you go to in Zim? Someone also asked me what primary school and what high school did I go to. So I went to Dominican Convent Primary School, the one in Harare. And for high school, I went to Arundel School. Your biggest X. Yo, guys, I've got a lot. I'm gonna do a separate video for those ones because hey. But I'll say the number one, just so that I mention a snippet in this video, is someone who says one thing and oh, inconsistency. Oh no. Inconsistency is a big one for me. Immediately no. Next question is, how old are you? I am 20 years old and I was born on the 28th of April. My biggest pet peeve is the same, inconsistency and lying. I hate liars so much. So much. Just be honest. Trust me, like honesty will get you so much further. It's like, guys, if you're listening to me, just be honest with your girl. I promise you. Anyways, what's it like being so cool on your own and also a young assistant to an absolute queen? Love you, Becca. Amazing, man. What can I tell you? Jokes aside, being a young assistant to an absolute queen is so amazing because my mom and my sister are my biggest role models. I think it's really important to have really good figures because I know, like, in life, that's where I'm trying to get, and I can never disappoint them because they have already set the path for me to follow, and I will. Favorite moment? I can't think of one specifically, but if I'm talking about here in Canada, anytime I'm with Zish and Kim, anytime I'm with my friends in Toronto, anytime I'm with my sister. Favorite moment, yeah, I think my favorite moment during the summer is definitely having any moment with my sister and family moments too. The craziest thing you have done with your friends. So, my friends don't know when to say this. I'm not gonna say their names. But I don't think this is crazy. I just think this is fun. I was very uptight. I won't say uptight, but I just have always been like a rule follower. But in my last year of high school, when I was in sixth form, so we basically snuck out of hostel at night. So you're not allowed in the swimming pool at night or without supervision from teachers. But yeah, we snuck into the swimming pool. Had a little swim, but then the water was splashing and the guard was coming and everything he went out. But it was fun. It was so fun. I was gonna back out, but yeah, I'm so glad my friends forced me to watch this. I mean, to do it. So yeah, they know. Not gonna ever mention names. What's the dumbest thing you did in high school? Oh my gosh, guys. So so I'm a bit of a drama queen sometimes. So I remember people in my dorm in Form 1 are gonna know the story. But my $5 went missing, right? And like I made an announcement and I was like, guys, my $5 is missing. If anyone sees it, what. So fast forward, I'm respreading my bed and I find it underneath my bed. But when my roommate came, tell me why, like I added some spice and I was like, oh, someone left it with a note saying sorry. And that's why I'm telling you, like, just always be honest, because then that little joke that I did ended up dragging me in a whole mess, and I ended up being accused of things that I didn't do. But that's a whole story time in itself. Like, my Form 1 year was crazy. But yeah, I'll probably say that's the dumbest thing I did, but I learned from it. Most embarrassing moment, I don't know. There's so many cringeworthy moments. There are so many. Like, so many. What do you love the most about yourself or your siblings? My siblings are bosses. They are hustlers. They are grinders, and they work hard. They are doing really well for themselves, and yeah, I'm proud to be associated with them. And I love everything about them. I'm so grateful to have them in my life, and they're so loving. So I always try and extend my love to them as well. What was your first job? My first job here in Canada was being a sales associate at the Eaton Centre in Toronto over the course of the summer at Franken Oak. Then I've had other jobs back home, but like, yeah, we'll go into that later. Do you prefer wigs or braids? This question needs a breakdown. Wigs or braids? Right. I feel like for school, braids. I prefer braids for school because they're low maintenance. It's just waking up and doing your edges, and they last longer. However, if you do have, in terms of wigs, if you have a 4x4 unit like this one, which is a glueless one, you can quickly just put it on in the morning and take it off. So yes, I prefer wigs and glueless wigs and braids for school. However, if I am dressing up or there's an event or it's just something that involves a short period of time and involves glam, I prefer wigs. I love wigs. I love them. I can be any woman you want me to be. I just need to change up my hair. I love wigs. For vacation, I'd say braids. But it also depends what kind of vacation. Well, we will go into this deeper later. Sock, shoe, or sock, shoe. Sock, shoe. What are some of your bad habits? I am a really bad procrastinator. And you know that saying, procrastinators only continue procrastinating because they still get the job done. Yeah. Whoever made that saying is just making it worse for us because it makes so much sense. But yes, I am a really bad procrastinator. My time management is not its best, but I am working on it. So yeah, that's another bad habit I'm working on at the moment. So procrastination and time management, I'll say, at the moment. What was your most memorable experience at Arundel? My fellow inmates. The pink prison was brutal, but the inmates made it a much better experience. What do you aspire to be? I aspire to make an impact in everyone I meet's life, whether that's a small impact or a huge impact. I just want, you meet someone and they're just so kind and they make you want to get to know God and really understand, okay. So I want to aspire to be, a good Christian. Which of your parents do you think you resemble? You look like your mom, but your dad too. Yeah, I would say I'm a combination of both of them. Yeah, a good balance. What advice would you give your younger self? If you can't change it or control it, don't worry about it. Everything is going to be okay. Trust in God's perfect timing. Always. Don't worry about everything. Pray about everything. How did you manage high school, especially at Arundel? It was a lot the first year because a lot of things happened, and the second year as well. But over the course of time, I found my people, my friends. Okay, the battery keeps dying, guys. So, different settings. What are your life goals? I have a lot of them. I want to have at least 2 degrees, if possible, a master's. I want to live a life that is true to me. What's your love language? My love language is definitely, I'd say I'm a mix of all of them, to be fair. But the top two would probably be acts of service and physical touch. Do you remember? Yes, I remember. Honorary. What are you studying? Get onto these. Where are you from? I am from Zimbabwe. Born and raised in Harare. Your favorite makeup product? It's the Charlotte Tilbury Setting Mist. You can never go wrong with it. Single? Yes. What's your favorite characteristic about yourself? I'm an optimist. Life tries to get me down. I try and make the best out of the situation and look at it from a different angle. Allow me to be nosy. How many godly men have you dated? You know when I saw this question, I was like, oh my gosh, this question needs a debrief. Guys, so I'm gonna answer it from a different perspective and answer the question of how many godly relationships have I been in. I wouldn't really put any of them in that bracket, but I would say only because I think your choices are a reflection of where you're at in life. Back then, I didn't really have a personal and deep relationship with God. I wasn't pursuing Him as much as I am now, and I didn't know Him as well as I do now and have the values that I have now. So I would probably say that's why none of my relationships were that. However, that's definitely something I desire in a partner now. Like, it's now the most important thing at my list. It wasn't before, because I did try to introduce God in my relationships, and obviously, like, I've always prayed for my partners. But yeah, having said that, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way here, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up and to stay tuned for more content, because your girl will be back with another banger. Bye, loves.